Good morning, Kundalini. Let me see, my mouse is frozen. Of course. Okay, here we go. Okay, good. Good morning. Welcome. Monday morning Kundalini. I'm so excited to have you all here, whether you're joining live or watching the recording. This week, I've chosen the woman set for our kriya. Now, this kriya is safe to be practiced in all bodies. It has postures that do help focus on the biologically female reproductive organs. But if you do not have these organs, it's totally fine. There's no harm in doing this, and you'll still reap the benefits of this kriya and the postures in this kriya. There's a lot more benefits other than the focus on the female reproductive organs. So, a couple of the effects of the woman set. It helps to strengthen and keep healthy your spine, your nervous system, your organs, the ovaries. It does benefit all of the organs where this is a pretty like kind of, so it's a gentle kriya overall, but there is a little bit of hi Madeline, I'll just revisit really quickly. We're doing the woman set kriya today. So um it's kind of a sneaky kriya. So it is a gentle kriya overall, but there's a couple of postures that engage some of our larger muscle groups. And so it's kind of sneaky. There's going to be some engagement and some heat building in a couple of these postures, but we're not doing any posture for longer than a minute and a half. So keep that in mind as we go in, and I will offer modifications for several of the different postures. So this kriya also helps to enhance your radiance, your beauty. And when I say beauty, I'm not talking like, oh, I want to look pretty. I'm talking your unique essence, your unique beauty that only you hold. We are all on this planet with a special purpose, and it's our essence, it's our radiance that makes us uniquely beautiful. And so this kriya helps to enhance your unique beauty, your essence, your radiance. It helps enhance your grace, your confidence, your youthful energy, your inner peace, these really beautiful traits and aspects that come with divine feminine energy and power. So we will begin, just go over a couple of Kundalini basics. So we will engage our root lock throughout the practice. And the root lock is when we engage the pelvis, the pelvic floor. This includes your sex organs, your rectum, your navel point, and it's this upward pulling of energy up from the base of the spine. So I will cue the root lock throughout the practice and just pull up on that area and imagine the energy coming up the spine, up to the crown of the head. The drishti is the eye focus. So with the eyes closed, roll the eyes in and then up to the third eye point in between the brows. That's the main drishti we're going to be using today, is the third eye drishti, the brow point drishti. There's a couple of other drishtis that we'll use throughout, and I will cue those when they come, but that is the main drishti that we'll be using, which both the root lock and the drishti are tools that help us to pull the energy from the spine and circulate it throughout the body. So it can be a little weird at first if you're not familiar with it, but it is really effective, especially once you get into the hang of it. The breath for this posture, it's all in and out through the nose. We will be doing some diaphragmatic pumping at the end of the kriya. So if you are in your first trimester of pregnancy, or if you're on your cycle and susceptible to cramps, then please skip any diaphragmatic breath. So we will go ahead and tune in. We tune in by chanting the mantra Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. We chant it 3 times to represent the past, the present, and the future. It means I call upon the one who brings me from darkness to light. I bow to the divine giver of wisdom and creator of all. Okay, so find a nice long straight spine. If you're comfortable in closing off the eyes, go ahead and do so unless you need to have them open to read the mantra. Bring the prayer palms to heart center and begin rubbing the palms together, just creating heat, creating friction between the hands, waking up the energy channels, really rubbing quickly, pressing firmly. Feel the heat build, bringing the energy to the palms of the hands. Now finding stillness in the palms, really pressing them together, bring the thumbs up against the heart center, up against the chest, and a nice straight line from elbow to elbow, straight current of energy between the palms across the forearms. Take a nice deep breath in through the nose all the way to the top. Holding briefly, engage the root lock, pull that energy up, roll the eyes to the third eye point. Keeping the hands where they are, open mouth, exhale. Relax the shoulders away from the ears. 2 more like that. Inhale to the top. Hold the breath. Engage the root lock. Really roll the eyes up to the brow point. Open mouth, exhale. All the way empty. Inhale to the top. Hold. Engage the root lock. Shift the volume of the breath to the low belly. Press the palms. Roll the eyes to the third eye center. Hold. Open mouth, exhale. Now we inhale to tune in. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Inhale all the way to the top and hold. Engaging the root lock, rolling the eyes in and up, feeling the surface area of the palms pressing together. Exhale, release the palms, face up in the lap. Eyes stay closed, taking a couple of moments here just to feel the effects of your vibration. No control over the breath, releasing the drishti. Slowly blinking the eyes open. We're just going to move into one warm-up today. So we'll be in easy pose with legs crossed. Hands come to the knees. On the inhale, we come forward, circling over to the left. And on the exhale, really rounding, tucking the chin and circling over to the right. So just finding circles in the spine, letting it feel good, moving from the base of the spine all the way to the crown of the head. You're really just waking up the body here. Really nice, powerful breaths. Inhale as you come forward, you're opening the heart, the throat. Exhaling as you round back, opening the back body, the back of the neck. Switching direction, inhaling forward over to the right. Exhaling, rounding back to the left. Eyes can be closed. You're always welcome to engage the third eye drishti if the body calls for it. Just a couple more seconds here. Finding center, nice long straight spine, finding stillness. Inhale all the way to the top. Hold the breath, engage the root lock, roll the eyes in and up. Exhale, palms face up. Just a brief moment of relaxation here. Allowing the body to absorb the effects of the movement, the breath, finding presence. We'll begin the kriya in rock pose. So we come to sitting on the shins. You're welcome to bring a prop in between the ankles, under the booty to help relieve any flexion on the knees or the ankles. The hands can be face down on the thighs or they can be face up, just gently resting in the lap. So go ahead and come into the seat. Eyes are closed, rolled in and up to the third eye center. And just find really nice, long, deep breaths in and out through the nose. We're just starting off with a just sweet meditation here, coming into the body. I've been reading this document, Cheat Code to the Universe, loving it. It's become a really nice guiding light in my daily routine. And one of the tips that I love is that when you're sitting in meditation, you can bring a small smile to the face if you like, but also imagine that all of your organs are smiling. Just imagine your brain is smiling, your heart is smiling, your stomach, your liver, your spleen, your diaphragm, everything is smiling, just radiating out from you. So beautiful. Find your presence here for a little bit longer. Take a nice inhale all the way to the top. Hold the breath once you're full. Gently engage the root lock, keeping the eyes rolled in and up. Open mouth, exhale, release the drishti. Removing any props out from under you. We shift over, stretching the legs out long in front. This is the life nerve stretch. So we will be folding forward. If it's accessible in the body, you bring the fingers, wrap your peace fingers around the big toes. You're gripping the big toes only with the peace fingers and then pressing the thumb into the toenail. If that's not accessible in the body, totally fine. Just have the hands on the legs somewhere. The hands can be on the shins, on the ankles, as long as you're finding a nice stretch in the back body. When you fold forward, you fold as far as is accessible for you. It does not need, you don't need to get the nose to the knees. Just making sure that as you fold forward, the spine, the head does not droop. You're not allowing the head to droop down. You're keeping the head nice in line with the entire spine. So go ahead, find the hands on the legs, wherever is accessible for you. If possible, gripping the toes, pressing the toenails. And now come into your forward fold, keeping that integrity in the spine, the back of the head, and find nice, long, deep breaths here. Just dropping into the present moment. You can even bring a slight tuck to the chin, pulling the chin back towards the back of the neck. That can help increase the opening in the back body as your breath travels into these spaces that are opening. Take a nice long deep inhale all the way full, really stretching forward with that inhale, holding the breath at the top. Engage the root block, roll the eyes in and up. Exhale. On an inhale, slowly rising upright, one vertebrae at a time. And exhale, turning the palms face up in the lap, relaxing the legs, just taking a brief moment here. Crossing at the ankles, we'll roll over the shins and we'll come into standing on the knees. We're going to move into camel pose. So this is a back bend. Whenever we come into a back bend, you keep the core engaged, really pulling the navel back towards the spine and squeeze the glutes as well, a nice engagement of the glutes. For camel pose, there's a lot of variations here and I want you to find what's safe in your body. You can bring the hands, palms face down on the lower back, really squeezing the elbows in towards each other and find a nice back bend from here, just lifting the navel, lifting the chest, and then finding your bend from here with the core engaged. You can walk the hands to the back of the thighs. You can tuck the toes, coming to the ankles. And this is where I stay, but you can keep the tops of the feet flat on the ground and come down to the ankles if that's accessible and safe in your body. But if there's any point where you lose engagement of the core or the glutes, you've gone too far. So just stay where you can rest comfortably with the heart open and keeping the hips stacked over the knees. So coming into your variation, find the necessary engagement that's safe for the spine. tilting the chin up with nice opening in the throat, making sure you're not crunching at the back of the neck. And nice, long, deep breaths here. We're opening the heart, finding release in the low belly and the organs there, even with the core engaged. That opening of the front body helps to create space in this area. Nice, long, deep breaths. Coming back up to a neutral spine, take a nice deep inhale all the way to the top, holding the breath. Engage the root lock, roll the eyes to the brow point. And exhale, you can drop the hips, coming back down into a seat. And just rest. Deeply relaxing the body, relaxing any control over the breath or the gaze. When we relax the body after each posture, we're allowing our body to absorb the effects of the posture on a cellular level. When we have tension in the body, it blocks the flow of energy. So by consciously relaxing, we're opening all of the channels to receive the benefits of our movement, of our breath, of our focus. And from here, we will come down onto the back. We're going to move into a shoulder stand. If that is not accessible in the body, you can simply come into a bridge, laying flat on the back with the knees bent, feet on the floor, and then you'll squeeze the glutes and inhale, bringing the hips up higher than the chest. So you're getting this nice downward movement. This is really good for the organs, and you're still finding a compression in the throat. So you're really lifting the chest up towards the throat, and the gaze stays up towards the ceiling, and that's where you'll stay. Otherwise, if you're going to come into full shoulder stand, I like to start in plow, bringing the feet behind my head, and then bringing my hands to support my low back, my torso, and from there, I lift the legs up towards the sky. So come into your variation. You're finding a compression in the throat either way, finding that nice balance, the use of gravity on the organs. This is good for the thyroid. If safe in the body, you can close the eyes and use third eye drishti. Otherwise, you can keep the eyes open. Won't be here too long. Just listening to the sound of your breath as you breathe in and out through the nose. Gently releasing from whichever variation that you're in, carefully rolling back down onto the back body, extending the legs out long. Just allowing for a natural flow of breath as you take a small relaxation here. Consciously releasing any areas of tension in the body. Pulling the knees into the chest. You can find a couple of circles here. We're rocking side to side. From here, we're going to come to standing. So you can make your way up however works best for you. I will offer a rock and roll up to standing. So gripping the backs of the thighs and rocking and rolling on the spine a couple of times until you're able to gain enough momentum to come upward. So we're basically going to come into a warrior one stance. So with the right foot forward, I'm not mirroring you this time, but with the right foot forward, we step the left foot back. Left foot will be at a 45-degree angle and a nice 90-degree bend in that front knee and the right knee. Trying to keep the torso, both hips pointing forward as best as you can. Find a nice engagement of the low belly so you're not really arching through the spine. There's engagement there. And both hands come forward. We're wrapping, like we're doing fists, like we're bringing the fingers in towards the bases of the palms and the thumbs are sticking upwards, like so. Take a nice inhale here. And as you exhale, pull the left arm back like you're pulling back the string of a bow and hold the left thumb up towards the left side of the body. The elbow stays nice and high. Keep that nice bend in that front knee and gaze towards the thumbnail, the right thumbnail. Your eyes are open and it's like you're looking through the thumbnail, like you're gazing through the thumb to infinity. This is the archer pose. This is a fierce warrior pose. It's courage, it's presence, it's willpower. We'll be here a little bit longer than the other postures. So really allow yourself to drop in. Nice, long, deep breath in and out through the nose. Switching sides, inhale, step the left foot forward, pulling both fists back towards the chest. Exhale, step the right foot back at a 45-degree angle. We bring both fists forward, thumbs are up, and on an inhale, pull the right thumb back like you're pulling the string of a bow and settle in on the left side. So nice 90-degree bend in that front knee, gazing at the left thumbnail, keeping both hips pointing forward. Slight engagement in the low belly. You can even engage that right glute to help support your foundation. And nice long deep breaths as you gaze through the left thumbnail. Inhale, step the right foot forward, come to standing at the top of the mat, pulling both fists back, hold the breath at the top. Engage the root lock, roll the eyes in and up. And exhale, release the palms, face down at the sides. Relax the breath, the drishti. And from here, we'll make our way down into a seat. We're actually going to be coming onto the stomach for bow pose. So I'll offer a couple of different variations for this. Just a quick demo, full bow pose. You're on the stomach and you're holding the fronts of the ankles or the tops of the feet and then using that engagement to really lift and bend through the back. If that is not accessible, you can bring the hands below the shoulders and hover the hands off the ground. You can extend the hands back alongside the body and lift from here, pressing the tops of the feet into the ground, or you can even hover the feet as well. You're still getting an opening in the front body and engagement of the back body. So those are a couple of different variations. If bow pose is accessible in the body, go ahead and come into the posture. Kicking into the hands, opening the front body, opening the front of the throat. Eyes are closed, rolled up to the third eye center. And just really nice, long, deep breaths. We're all in the posture now. This posture, whatever variation you're in, engages almost all of the main muscle groups of the body. So really squeeze through the glutes, kicking through the legs, allowing the chest to open, the heart to open, the throat is opening. The gaze at the third eye center is pulling the energy through the body, circulating it throughout the body. You can even find some engagement in the navel, pulling the belly button back towards the spine. Just really nice, long, deep breaths in and out through the nose here. We've got about 30 more seconds. Inhale all the way full, hold at the top, just really briefly, engage everything. And exhale, relaxing, releasing the body down onto the ground, turning the face onto any cheek, doesn't matter which side. And just relax here, relax the body consciously, relax the breath. A few moments of rest. We're going to move into another variation of locust pose, so another slight back bend. This time, we will actually have the chin on the ground, so the gaze is forward. And we're gonna put the fists under the body. So you'll tuck the thumbs under the fingers. You wrap the fingers over the thumbs and then bring the palms face up under the body, sort of in the area where the thighs meet the hips. It's like the groin area, like your thigh creases almost. This should not cause pain. So if you're feeling any pain where the fists have landed, then adjust, because the sensation in this posture is bearable. So if there's something unbearable, then find an adjustment where you can handle the pressure in that area. Now zip the legs up, bring the chin to the floor, and then hover the legs off of the ground. Nice long deep breaths in and out through the nose. Allowing the weight of the body to distribute evenly on top of the fists, squeezing the glutes. You can engage the navel here if that helps support the posture for the body. And just breathe. Take a deep inhale through the nose, holding full, gentle engagement of the root log, roll the eyes in and up. And as you exhale and relax, remove the hands out from under the body, just resting down onto the ground. Relaxing, relaxing, relaxing. Bringing the palms under the shoulders, we're going to press back into an embryo pose. So the legs come together, the hips sink back onto the heels, and we bring the forehead to the ground. The palms will come down alongside the body, facing up. So just a nice opening of the back body here, forehead on the ground, gaze rolled up to the third eye center. Nice long deep breaths in and out through the nose, just resting, relaxing, opening the back body. On an inhale, slowly roll upright. Nice brief hold at the top. When you get there, engage the root lock, roll the eyes in and up. And exhale. We'll come forward into a tabletop position. So shoulders are over the wrists and hips are over the knees. And drop the belly, lift the gaze. Roll the shoulder blades back together. Lifting the gaze up so the throat is open, really tilting through the tailbone. Nice opening through the front body. Press through the tops of the feet, through the hands and the fingertips. Nice, long, deep breaths here. Eyes can be closed, roll to the third eye center. Just holding this cow pose as we breathe into it. Take a deep inhale, holding all the way full, just briefly squeezing the root lock. And as you exhale, now tuck into cat pose, rounding through the back body, tucking the chin, tucking the tailbone. And holding here, nice long deep breaths here. Pulling the belly button towards the spine. Nice opening of the back body all the way from the tailbone to the crown of the head. Inhale all the way full, breathe hold at the top, slight engagement of the root lock. And exhale, sink back onto the heels, coming upright, palms face up. Resting briefly, resting the breath, the body. Coming into our final posture. We'll be back on the back body, laying on the back. This is our last heat building posture right before we go into Shavasana. So really give it your all. This is stretch pose. So we'll be laying flat on the back. The palms will face the sides of the thighs with fingertips pointing towards the toes. A modification is you can actually roll the palms face down under the low back to help support the low back, because we're going to have the heels lifted about 6 inches above the ground. We're going to have the head lifted, gazing at the big toes. And from here, we're doing breath of fire. So breath of fire is rapid, forceful exhales from the nose. And we use the power of the diaphragm to push the breath out. So it looks like this. really pushing with the diaphragm to shoot the exhale out of the nose, and the inhale is simply reflexive. So you're not pulling the breath in on the inhale, you're just allowing the natural inhale as we go. So it's a little challenging to do in this posture, so really just do your best. We are here for 1.5 minutes. If you need to take a break at any point or change so that you're supporting the low back with the hands, you're absolutely welcome to. I will have the hands under my low back. So go ahead, come into the position, raising the heels, raising the head, begin your breath of fire. You're really squeezing the thighs together, keeping that engagement of the whole body to support the foundation of the posture, to support the body as we hold here. And really finding that nice rapid exhale, the breath of fire, building heat, cleansing the body. Take an inhale, stay hovering if you can, hold the breath at the top, squeeze the root lock, roll the eyes in and up, hold and squeeze. And as you exhale, release the hands, release the entire body down onto the back, allowing yourself to come into Shavasana, legs long, arms long, palms face up towards the sky. Allowing the relaxation and the release from that active posture to create opening and release in the body. Consciously relaxing any areas of tension. Just deeply, deeply resting as best as you can for the next couple of minutes. Slowly begin to bring your awareness back to the breath. Not taking any control over it, just noticing it. Feeling the texture in your nostrils, feeling the temperature of the air in you and around you. Just gently bringing your consciousness back to the physical realm, to the physical vessel. Taking a moment to draw in a feeling of gratitude for something that you are looking towards in your day today, no matter how big or how small, just intentional gratitude in your heart center. And from this space, begin to invite in some small movements, wiggling the toes, the fingers, perhaps brushing the thumb tip across each fingertip, just noticing the sensation. Some bigger movements, circling the ankles and the wrists. You can start to wiggle the hips a little bit, maybe move the head side to side, open and close the mouth. And eventually, when you're ready, inhale to a nice full body stretch, really stretching the arms, the legs, allowing the back to peel from the ground. And exhale. Inhale, pull the right knee up into the chest. But on the exhale, come into a twist, allowing the right knee to fall to the left and the right arm falls open to the right side. Gaze to the right. Some nice gentle twist in the spine on an inhale, coming onto the back body once again. Really squeeze that right knee in and up. Exhale, release it out long, switching sides. Inhale the left knee up, squeezing the knee around the rib cage. And on the exhale, allowing that leg to cross over to the right. Left arm falls open to the left side. Gaze to the left. Inhale, coming back to center, squeezing that left knee up one more time. Now bringing the right knee up to join it, squeezing both knees in towards the chest. You can find some more circles here. And from here, we'll make our way up into a seat. You're welcome to roll onto the side and press up from fetal pose, or you can rock and roll on the spine. Once again, coming upright. We'll meet each other in easy pose. Spine is nice and long and straight. Palms face up in the lap. Eyes can stay closed down, just waking up still here. Preparing to close out our practice for the day. We close out with a prayer, the Longtime Sun. This is just a sweet traditional blessing. You can bless yourself. You can have somebody in mind when you say this prayer if you want to bless somebody else outside of you. So we say the prayer, the Longtime Sun, and then we just chant once, Sat Nam, meaning truth is my name. Very powerful vibration to seal the practice today, to send you out into your day. So from here, bring the prayer palms to heart center, rubbing them together once again, inviting in that friction, that energy to awaken the body, the mind, the soul. Stillness in the palms, press the thumbs into the heart center, straight line from elbow to elbow, right back from where we started. Inhale through the nose. Open mouth, exhale. And we inhale to close our practice. May the Longtime Sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on. Sa na. Feeling the thumbs against the heart center. May our hearts smile all day today. May they stay open and know compassion and love. Bringing the thumbs up to the lips. Sometimes I like to just give a gentle kiss here, feeling that deep self-love for my body, for this life. May our words speak truth and love. Bringing the thumbs up to the third eye center, feeling them press against the intuition center. May our thoughts know love and peace. May our intuition be strong and guide us through every step of the way. Thank you all so much for joining this practice. Please share it with others. Have an amazing day, an amazing week. I love you all. Sat Nam.